Give it a couple of minutes. See if any notifications go out. We, meaning me, is live from Springfield. Hey Marco, how you doing? I'm gonna just leave it at Marco or Marco. Caesar, what's up? Jeremy, no, sorry, buddy. Hey Kiana, how you doing? Kenworth Rider, Big Houston, what's happening? I am solo. Look at this. Solo, man. Solo. There's no holo. Or Melissa. Whatever you want to call her. You just got a PSD. Right on, man. Right on, right on. Get yourself some more training money. Morning, John. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? I'm afraid to touch my phone because this mount is a piece of garbage and it's going to fall over. What's up, Missy C? Missy C's in the house. Too bad there's no Team Melissa for you today. You just got done watching the video. Right on. Yep, no ring the bell today. Well, I mean, you know, you guys want it? Like, comment, subscribe, and ring the bell. There you go. It's as good as we can get. No. You guys might be wondering what Melissa is, but she is not on the truck anymore. Or any less. But she is in the hotel room sleeping like a freaking bum. A bum. It's like 10:30. I've been up since like 6 o'clock this morning. After being up all day yesterday. I'm telling you, man, that woman needs like 800 hours sleep. Doing laundry, be back shortly. Okay, John, yeah, but that's what I was trying to get Melissa up for. I want to go do laundry, man. I want to get ready. I want to go do laundry. I want to get the truck cleaned up. I want to get my antenna, my CB, my new CB antenna routed so I can put my CB where it belongs. Put my antenna where it belongs. I got a new cable waiting at Prime in my mailbox. I want to get everything done today, get a chassis lube, and then that way I can turn the truck in to the service bay and wait for tomorrow morning to get my rental car and do some things I need to do. I think I'm going to go to the mall and buy me a nice hat. Maybe spend a couple of bucks on one because, you know, that's how I roll. No, I don't. I ain't never spent more than 10 bucks on a hat. This Prime hat's the most expensive hat I've ever bought. Damn, Kiana, PC that thing. Why are you running the freaking slow creep, man? I can't stand those slow creepers. It's only 9:24 Missouri time? Baloney. What? Oh, shit, it is. Sorry. Okay, well, no wonder why she was so irritated when I walked in and said, it's 10:30, fool. Where did I get 10:30 from, or whatever time I thought it was? Yeah, Kenworth, you know, that's what she said. She goes, I need to catch up on my sleep, man. I'm beat. You know, this whole teaming thing with the wife, what, it was supposed to be a super solo type deal. And now, don't get me wrong, 90% of our loads could be a super solo because they have 2 extra days on them or an extra day, or hell, one of them had like 3 or 4 extra days on it, but you could drop it X amount early. And the problem is I'm a greedy bastard, you know. I didn't think I would be greedy. I thought, you know, hey, no. Let me do all the driving. You just do some driving to keep us moving, you know, along. Hell no, dude. That money is too good. That money is like stacks coming every week if she runs hard and I run hard. My fleet manager said, my great fleet manager. I'm trying to get this glare off, you guys. stupid. This mount is the biggest pile of caca. This one you can bend the legs and you stand it up and they go ooh, and straighten back out. But yeah, my fleet manager, when I asked him, hey, if my wife starts driving, can we do super solos? Because Prime says, no, you're a team truck, There's no, yada, yada. And he said, well, that's kind of, yeah, that I can give you loads that have time on them. And you can run them as fast or as slow as you want. And I said, okay, good, because I wanted to get your opinion before I went forward. And he goes, buck. A little bit of extra blonde right there makes it look like I got something on my mustache. And Jeremy has the same fleet manager. So when I say this next thing, he'll laugh and say, oh yeah, that's our fleet manager. He said, well, wait a minute. I didn't give you my opinion. What do you mean? Well, my opinion would be, if you're going to run a team truck, you run that team truck to make as most money as you possibly can. And I'm like, yeah, whatever, dude, but I don't have to, right? No, you don't have to. Okay, cool. So what did I do? I'm running this truck to make the most possible money I can, even though we don't have to. Guys, I don't know why, but my dash cam, all of a sudden, the screen won't turn off. It usually turns off. I'm trying to figure that sucker out. I don't want to... It's going to burn out the damn screen, man. I think that was probably a little bit of a squirrel moment that I shouldn't probably be playing my dash cam while I'm doing live. But yeah, so I'm kind of burning her out. Creeping because you don't want to get a call about PC. You're trying to go to Walmart to go shopping. That is a legit PC movement. Slice. Oh, and you know what was funny? Jeremy is a runner, okay? He might be a solar runner, but he's a runner. Solar, he's got batteries that need to be recharged. When the sun comes up, his batteries start charging, so he starts running. When the sun goes down, his batteries start going dead, so he shuts it down. When the sun is down, Jeremy shuts it down. So, he's a runner, though. And he said something to me yesterday, or the day before, that made me think, okay. But I was not complaining. I was just like, damn, we're getting in 2 days early. And, my theory was, okay, cool, we could do some laundry and stuff before we get on the road and go see my babies. And he's like, well, why are you complaining about that? He goes, you guys been running hard for how long straight now? And I thought about it. Yeah, damn, man, we've been out here cooking for a while with no home time. Now, some of you guys might say, but David, you were just in the shop 2-3 weeks ago because you stopped by there to get a meal and they pulled you in, put you out of service for a day for 34 hours while they worked on your truck. Well, you know what, guys? That ain't home time. That ain't relaxing. That was stressful on me, man. That was stressful. So that ain't home time and relaxing. I didn't realize, but yeah, we haven't took home time in freaking months because you can't count coming to the terminal to pick up a TWIC card. You can't count going and grabbing your driver's license from your home state. That ain't home time, man. That is freaking, you're still working. Walmart DC to Walmart DC. Okay, I see what you're doing. Well, you know what? Is there a vending machine at that Walmart DC? What's up? Is there a bathroom? What's up? You're moving to a bathroom break. No, I'm just kidding, guys. I don't want to get the comments going, hey, David, you're freaking overextending your PC moments. No, I don't do that. I don't ever use PC. I'm a team truck. I don't need to use PC. So I never use PC. You don't see me creeping around though either. Well, wait a minute. Walmart DC to Walmart DC. What are you going to do that at 4 miles an hour all the way there? Come on now, Swift. Not Swift, you're Western Express. Swift. Oh, you're trying to get a trailer. Okay, but if you got to break your clock anyways, to go from the PC to the PC. Don't you have yard move? Hit yard move and move that sucker. Hey, Alan, let me ask you something, bud. You live over there in the great state of Florida, over there by Auburndale, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong. Because I might have a little bit of a beef with you. You don't have yard move, okay. I don't know, man. I think you're just going to be one of those trucks creeping along. Yeah, Auburndale. Okay, brother. There's a taco joint when you leave. It's Archie's Tacos or Archie's Liquor Store, whatever it is. When you leave the yard, you make a left. It's about a half mile up the road on the left-hand side. You ever eat there, man? Because if you have, I have a beef with you. If you haven't, then I highly recommend you do. Excellent, excellent, excellent tacos and good salsa. Green or red salsa, both are flavorful. The red is a little bit spicier than the green, so that's my jam. But I tried Melissa's green salsa, and it was pretty damn good. This movement outside scares me. But man, I'm gonna go see my granddaughter in a couple of days. My daughter, I'm afraid that my scary face might just freak my little baby out. You know, she ain't never seen me other than when she was a newborn baby. It was the last time I seen her. Dude, you gotta go eat there, man. If you like tacos or anything like that. But then again, who doesn't like tacos? You gotta go hook yourself up with some carne asada, man. They are authentic street tacos over there. They will do a man some good. You grab some of those. I was telling Melissa, because there's houses right there. I was like, we need to buy a house right here. I can just walk across the street, you know, every day and get me some taco dinner. I didn't think that Florida would produce. There's a lot of eastern states that produce good tacos. Midwestern states. I just can't believe it. I'm getting disappointed in my California tacos, although that Selena's tacos were pretty good. But I've been having some issues getting good tacos. My normal jam over in Castaic, they're done. I don't know why they changed their flavor, but they're boiling their meat or something. Last two times I've been there, and then Lucas went there, and he agreed that it's freaking boiled. It's like, what the hell, man? What are you guys thinking about? I had to take my bracelet off the other day, and I forgot to put it back on. It's been like weeks because I slept funny. I slept with it jammed into my arm, and it freaking didn't cut me, but boy, it was close to cutting me. It was, you know, it moves freely here, but it was jammed way up here, and it left such marks on my arm. I was like, oh crap. Yeah, you got to check it out, man. It's really good stuff. Kiana says she's used PC from the parking I had to a gas station, and then I creeped over across the street to Walmart DC and just stopped creeping now. Okay, right on. One thing I don't understand, guys, this has been a pet peeve of mine, is a couple of things. Why at the terminal do you see guys creeping from picking up a trailer to the outbound? The only thing I can think of is maybe they're afraid when they get there, they're going to go, oh, that trailer needs service, turn it right back around. But that's never, it's always been a weird thing. Or you see guys creeping at a shipper or receiver after they pick up or drop their trailer to the gate. I actually had yesterday. There was a Wilson truck at Prime. When we were leaving, he came in inbound, and we were sitting up at the stop sign. I can see him coming around the corner, and I go, and he's creeping. Why is he creeping into the terminal? I mean, obviously he was on his hours to get there. Why is he creeping? Why not just drive to your location, PC, or or just use a little bit of your clock, yard move, and get there? Because the time it takes to get from these long distances from the inbound to the parking lot, what, 15 minutes or something? And then you get a guy like me that's trying to go to work behind you, and I got to go over curbs and everything else through dirt, grass to get out of these places. It's nuts. I was behind another Wilson truck over at a shipper, and he was creeping out at 3 miles an hour. I got behind him at the gate, and we got to go. Our clock's running. We got to go make some money. And it was a long driveway, and then onto the street, and he creeps out onto the street, creeps over, and I finally go on the other side, and I roll my window down. I pull up to him. I said, "Dude, everything okay?" Because I'm like, wanted to tell him, why the hell are you creeping? And he didn't want to break his clock because he still had to do a depart call. Because he goes, "Oh, at Prime you have to do the depart call." I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Well, I don't want to break my clock till I do it." It's like, dude, break your clock, get your ass on the street, go off duty or whatever if you want to, and you got 3 hours of off duty time. I mean, come on, man. Okay, my rant's over. No, Wilson's its own company, but they pull Prime Freight on the reefer side. They have a dry side and a heavy haul, or whatever, if you want to call it heavy haul. It's kind of sissy heavy haul, but it's heavy haul over in the Western 11. But over all 48, or OTR, as the OTR guys call it, they pull Prime Freight. Basically, a lot of guys go to Wilson when they can't get into Prime, Lucas. And you get on the lease side, you get paid a little bit less. I think on the company side, it's the same. It's the same wage last time I looked. But you got to run around with Wilson on the side of your truck, but say you're Prime every time you go to pick up a load, which is kind of goofy. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm looking for Wilson. I want to go in on who you here for, Wilson? Not I'm Wilson, but say Prime. I'm just goofing, guys. I'm goofing. I like Wilson. Wilson's a good company. I'm goofing. That was totally for Lucas's. Lucas's. I'm just reaming him a little bit. But he hardly ever watches my videos anymore. So we'll see if he picks up on that. But no, they're not. I don't think they're not related. They're a whole separate company. They just live off of Prime's back. But guys, man, I'm excited as hell. I'm going to see my grandbaby and my daughter. I haven't seen them, either of them, since November. Actually, God, it's almost been a year. No. No, that's right. We stopped in Oklahoma, and they came by and we visited for like an hour. Shoot, probably in December or January, something like that. It was right after she was. It was after she was born, long enough to we're taking her on a car ride. Wasn't a total S show. But now she's a year old almost. So it's going to be nice to be able to hold her for the first time, give her some spanks when she starts acting up, because that's the way it is, man. You got to spank them kids. You start Prime Inc. on Monday. This is Joseph Wimbush. Is that how you say your name? Joseph Wimbush Jr. Words of wisdom, yes. Couple of things. Number one, study that pre-trip. Get that pre-trip down. You do not want to rely on your trainer to teach you your pre-trip. Frankly, guys, that's freaking shouldn't even be part of the training. You should know it by, you should know all the words and the verbiage and everything, and then let your trainer show you where it's at on the truck and all that. There's enough videos out there and everything to teach you that pre-trip. Take that task, do that for your trainer, because now he can study on teaching you how to turn this truck, back this truck, and everything else, not sitting there tweaking on trying to get you to learn that pre-trip every morning when he knows you got to get that load going. That way he's got more time each day to train you and back you. The other thing is, guys, when you're out there in PSD, make sure you're doing all the backing. Make sure if you're struggling anywhere on any kind of the backing, make sure you get a couple of hours or an hour a day at a truck stop. Middle of the day, truck stops are empty, and he'll have them help you back. Do not do any kind of partying, drinking, or major socializing while you're in orientation. You're there. It's basically a job interview, okay? You're there to learn. You're there to get hired by Prime. If they're sitting there watching and you're over at the Fire and Ice or Applebee's, one, if you drink at all, you're done. You're out the door. Boom. Spies everywhere, guys, so don't think you can do it. Don't think you're going to sneak a six-pack into your room. You'll be gone, trust me. But don't be hanging out smoking cigarettes all night in front of the campus there. Get in, study what you need to do, and get done. Get through orientation. Get yourself into training. Don't let your trainer screw you around. If you got a bad trainer, call your fleet manager. Get out of that truck. Get into a better truck. Even if your trainer's nice as hell and you love him, and you guys are good buddies, not good buddies, because I found out good buddies is a term in trucking now. You can Google that. But anyways, you guys are friends and everything. Well, if your friend is not teaching you, or you don't feel like you're learning what you need to learn, call somebody. You have a question, hey, you know what, you aren't quite understanding something, hit me up on Instagram. It's at DavidH6571. Hit me up. I'm more than happy to help. I've given plenty of people my phone number. They've called me, hey man, what about this? I'm not I don't understand my trainer and he scares me. I'm more than happy to help, guys. But make sure you're learning what you need to know. Don't end up like a lot of guys where they go out on their first day solo and they're scared as hell because they don't really know. If you're gonna go company, you got to learn how to use the Qualcomm GPS and everything. If your trainer doesn't use the Qualcomm GPS, before you get on your own truck, find out how to use it. Hell, hit me up. I'll freaking do a video on how to use it if need be. I should do a video on that anyways. How to use the damn company GPS. That's not a bad idea. That's not good. Thank you, man. You gave me an idea for a video. Don't steal that idea. But yeah, no, you just want to make sure, look at it like it's a job interview the whole time you're there. Don't be nasty to the shuttle drivers or to the hotel clerks because they tell you to put on a mask or let's take your temperature. They're just doing their jobs. And guys, you running around in those shuttles being a jerk to a shuttle driver, he's a Prime employee and he's actually watching how you react. If you're reacting like an a-hole, you're going to be out of there, because Prime doesn't want problems. Prime prides itself on good service, good delivery times, on-time delivery, courteous drivers, and respectful drivers. They don't want you going into shippers and receivers and cussing them out and being a jerk. So if you're like that during orientation, trust me, they're going to know why I'm going during orientation. I keep pointing over there, although you can't see me pointing. This Campus Inn is over there. I'm actually across I'm actually at the terminal. Don't need nobody come key in my truck. No problem, Joseph. I know I probably gave you more than you wanted to know. And Jeremy says, number one, use common sense. I don't like to use that term common sense, but it is true. Use common sense. I don't like that word because that word can be very hurtful to somebody. When you tell somebody, dude, it's just common sense. Now, I know that's not what Jeremy's saying. He says use common sense, but I find myself saying that sometimes, and as soon as I do, I immediately take it back. Look, I don't mean it like that. Because if you got somebody trying to do something and you say use common sense, you're basically telling them you're an idiot. So I try not to use that word. I try to keep it out of my vocabulary, but Jeremy did use it in the right context. Use common sense when you're dealing with these people, and common sense would be treat them with respect, treat them with dignity. John says he's in Murfreesboro, gonna try the Reed City, Michigan to Murfreesboro, Tennessee dedicated route. Oh, shoot. Right on, man. Right on. I didn't know they had that dedicated route. Sweet. What's up, Nathan? Nathan Hollis in the house. Kiana's laughing at something. I don't know what the hell she's laughing at. Oh, she's laughing at what's common sense. Damn, Kiana, do I need to do a whole video on what common sense is for you? Common sense isn't very common. Yes, in a lot of ways, and especially these days, guys. And I don't want to rag on the new generation people, but my generation, I think we were brought up with a little more respect, let's say. And I don't know. I mean, I wasn't parented really all that much as a child. I don't know where I got my morals and values. It must have just been from watching my parents, because I don't remember getting any major life lessons with the belt or anything. My dad always wanted to spank me or something. I'd just go, whoa! And man, he would just start cracking up. Just cracking up. And leave me be. I learned that early on. Just throw a kung fu move at him and he just would laugh and walk away. Let's see. Oh, and my dad was old as hell, so I could outrun him if he was really going to get me. Let's see. Nathan says, glad you and Melissa are doing good. Yes, we are doing pretty good. I think I'm doing better at Melissa just because she's always tired. I think trucking. Oh my God! Look at the puppy! Oh, puppy! Oh, Jesus, look at it. Puppy! Come here. I want to steal that puppy. Puppy! Aww. I want that puppy. I think this is kicking Melissa's ass. I think one of the problems is she tends to get resets a little bit more than me, just because she's a solar driver like Jeremy. And I got to come up. This might be a good thing. I got to come up with a battery charger for these solar drivers. Something you can attach to them to keep their battery charged at night. And so what happens is I can get her a rolling reset easier because I can drive anytime, to where if I need to do a rolling reset, she can't drive. Now, she can drive into the night, guys, but she can't start at like 5 o'clock at night till 5 o'clock in the morning. She can start at, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, go up till 1 o'clock at night or whatnot. She's driven up till 2, 3 in the morning, but it's got to be from the day. And having said that, what was I getting to? So she'll tend to get rolling resets a little quicker than me. So what will happen is I'll have like 30 hours on my clock. She'll have a fresh 70. So I'll start running 7 hours, 8 hours to build my clock up where I lost some time, 9 hours or whatever. And then I'll run her 9, 10 hours for a couple of days. Run her hard. She'll tend to run hard. But don't think that she's like, asshole or anything like that. if I didn't tell her what time to shut this truck down, she would drive this thing until her damn Qualcomm started going, "You're in the red, you're in the red." Because she said once she gets behind that wheel, she throws a book on or music on, and she's just boom, shakalaka, down the road. Hell of a driver she is. But I think it's taking a toll on her. I think she needs to, because you don't get good sleep in these trucks. I think what we're going to have to start doing, and I've said this many a times, is we're going to have to start doing, maybe run for a week or two and take a day off or something like that. No, I'm going to tell you, I just can't do that. I just can't do that. You have a little delay on your side, don't mind you. No problem. Yeah, there's always a delay. I've had Melissa sitting next to me watching this, and I can see she's like 5 minutes behind. Alan says that would be, Big Houston's going home this weekend. Right on, man. Right on, right on. Get home, beat the family. Cool. I mean, love the family. Let's see. Alan says that'd be good, John. Only bad thing is the lake effect snow they get. Yeah, but, don't scare the guy. Shit, he likes the snow. I remember when he was on the truck, he kept saying, "I want to get in the snow." Brad says, wife starts orientation tomorrow. Pray for us as I train her. Brad, let me give you a little bit of advice about training your wife. Don't do it. There's my advice. Me and Melissa has had, during training, I think we had 1 or 2 arguments during training. And one of them was pretty damn bad, man. One of them was pretty damn bad. And but after we got through that, it was all good. No problems. Okay, I'm going to read what John's replied to Alan, since I read Alan's thing. John says, yeah, Alan, Michigan gets lots of snow, but at least it's flat. Tired of getting shut down out west due to the weather. Michigan has no chain laws either. Yes, John, I'm going to agree with you 100,000% with that. Last year, I stayed out of the west in the wintertime. I didn't get, I think I might have I got shut down twice, but it wasn't for snow, it was for wind, and it was for wind. I think one time was in like Mississippi, one time was in Kentucky or somewhere like that. But it was only for minutes, not hours, a couple hours max, not days like in the snow. And one time was for rain. The storm passed through and you just kept on going. It wasn't like the snow. Once the storm passed through, now the roads are all effed up. Michigan, I went to Michigan a few times last year, and yeah, they know how to take care of their roads, man. I think they use salt so it keeps them clean. And the lake effect snow can get a little scary. I ran into a little bit of that, but you know what? You just stop, let that lake effect blow through, and you keep on going, because they do keep the roads nice. So I agree with you, John. I think you're going to have a better time at that. Kiana says, so are you two going to drive solo? Would that be better for her? No, we ain't going to drive solo, man. I mean, the freaking money is just falling out of the trees teaming. But it would still be the same thing, because your money's going together if you're driving 2 solo trucks. No, she ain't going to go drive solo. What's the point? I mean, we wanted to be closer together, is why we went team. I just don't know. I mean, at some point, I guess I'm gonna have to give her a little more relaxation time. What I need to do is some of these longer runs that actually have time on them, maybe I need to get a 34 in on that, and then you know, do some, I don't know. I run my truck pretty much to where I can run off a recap, so the 34 thing for me isn't that big a deal. A lot of times, if it works out to where, hey, you know what, she can get a 34 if I drive this extra shift, I'll do that, because we sat at a shipper receiver. Because if I drive it into a shipper receiver and then we sit there for a long time to where I can drive again, I'm going to do that and let her get a 34 in. But I don't know. I think I just got to start, you know, hey, you know what, let's just shut it down for the day so you can get rest with the truck not moving. One of the things I've tried is I was trying to shut down at you know, 8 hours, and then that would give her you know, a couple of extra hours of sleep with the truck not moving. I think that might have helped a little bit, but a lot of times I just get, you know, I get too antsy. It's like, I need to go, you know. What's up, driver? Let's see. I think I would be a solar powered trucker too. Yeah, I mean, David is just jealous. Am I this far behind? Jealous of what? Jealous of what? I ain't jealous, homeboy. I know what you're talking about, but hey, man, I can drive any time of the day. Morning, night, noon, midnight, midnight to 3, midnight to 6. I drive anytime. If I get tired, all I need to do, and Jeremy, you know I do this, I'll just do a 30-minute nap. Boom, I'm awake and I'm out the door. I mean, 30-minute nap is all I need, and I'm ready to rock and roll. That's right, I keep cracking that with him. What's up, Josh? How's the vegan life treating you? Driver's lineup says Jenna and I had to slow way down for the very reason it wore us out. We started turning down more loads to force Super Solo, and then bam, got load choice, and that made it a lot more tolerable. Yeah, see, that's I just can't do those. So, man, if it says I can deliver early, I'm on it, man. I'm like freaking run. I mean, it's just not. If you guys were with me back when I was solo, that's how I ran. I ran, let's run. I mean, I would go to sleep 10 hours, 10-hour breaks up, boom, pre-trip cup of coffee, and I'm gone. You know, I mean, I'd be gone in 10 hours, 15 minutes. Anything I needed to do happened during my break. Coffee, bathroom, shower, all that during my break. And it was running, man. John knows. I like to keep this truck going. Sleep at shippers and receivers whenever possible. That way your clock is straight. We now do 4,500 or so miles a week. Still make killer money and actually have lives, better sleep. No, Nathan, she wanted to drive, okay? She wanted to drive, and I was like, well, maybe we do, you know, I don't know. I'm like, I didn't think I'd be able to sleep with her driving, but she drives so damn good that I learned to trust her driving right away, and boom, I'm out. You know, she's only, now, whenever she does the old, David, and I wake up, I need you, that freaks me the hell out, and I fly open, because usually you open the doors, and there's like, oh, man, I got to get us out of this. But she's only done that 3 times. The one time she, in St. Louis, where the freeway interchange is all interchange and it's construction, she got forced off an off-ramp because of construction, and there's a bunch of cars that, you know, just wouldn't let her over. So she went off the off-ramp, and instead of doing what I always tell her to do, get right back on the freeway, I don't care what direction. She didn't think she could go straight and get back on because they had a bunch of road construction signs there, and be honest, I couldn't tell if it was open or not because I was half asleep. But she should have made a left turn and got back on the interstate going the other direction, got off, turned around. But what she did instead is she woke me up as she's making a right turn off the freeway. So I did what I always tell her to do, pull the thing over, throw your 4-ways on, let's assess the situation, figure out how to get out of this, which I did. I opened my map, and if you went straight down for a couple of miles, you jumped on the 64 and bada bing over, because I, would never have her do a U-turn. It's just not safe at 3. That time, then the other time when she parked the truck, she missed the truck stop. She parked it for me to take over, and we were parked on some little side street weird thing. But like I always say, if you can drive it in, I can get it out. Christopher Latimer, how you doing, buddy? How you doing? David is just a slave driver, Jeremy says. And then that you're not a solo driver. I'm a slave driver instead of a solo driver. Damn, Jeremy, probably. Right on, Chris. Congratulations. Chris got 100% on the test he took the other day. Right on, 100% is always good. Yeah, same for me. That's the one thing I miss, and that's why I have to do these 30-minute naps at night, because one, I'm driving nights, okay? Driving nights, as anybody knows, your body's just not designed for that. And then I'm not getting good sleep at all during the day because the truck's bouncing around and whatnot. The roads out here try to kill you and bust your kidneys and everything else. They need to come up with a bed that's suspended like on air seats, to where it will just slowly bouncing off my bed. And then Melissa loves when she comes to stops, that last minute of the so you do the whole damn thing in your bed. But yeah, so you don't get good sleep as a team truck. I think Melissa sleeps better than me. She's learning to sleep a lot better in the truck, because there's been some times where, boy, yeah, she's just like, woohoo. John says it's all drop and hook with plenty of miles and time. Sounds good, but we'll see. Yes, it does sound good, John. I think it'll be my there to Murfreesboro. You go back and forth. Yeah, you should be all right, man. So if they're dropping hook, yeah, you can't beat that, because now you don't have to worry about waiting around to get unloaded or loaded. That's cool. Nathan says, haha, never stop in East St. Louis or West Memphis. Drive to the coast to turn around if you have to. Yeah, no kidding, man. No kidding. Let's see. Go to Peterbilt. Much smoother ride. Neither of us could sleep in the Freightliner. I wish I knew somebody that had a Peterbilt that I could go on a short trip with a loaded trailer and freaking see what's up with that. Because I'll tell you what, I'm going to be buying a truck in the next year. Well, this in a year I can put an order in for a new truck, unless I'm going to go ahead and just buy a used one. Because I got a little less than a year and a half left on this lease. And that next truck, if I knew if Peterbilt was smooth, I mean, much, enough to merit the extra oil change cost and everything, I'd do it like that, because I know it's got a bigger bed. And we do sleep in the bed together a lot when I do my 30-minute breaks, our naps and stuff. And, sometimes when we're stuck in a shipper or receiver. That's the other thing, guys. When I get to a shipper, if they're not ready to unload me right away, or if I get back in the door, I still do my old solo when I was solo routine right to bed. Because, one, you're tired. Two, you don't know how long you're going to be there. What if they keep you there 8 hours and you didn't sleep at all? Now you're going to be getting a load in a couple hours and you need to drive. Now, I know some people, Jeremy, who will just say, I ain't sleep all day. I ain't driving at night. Yeah. Where no, man, if you get your ass in the bed like a big boy, then if you sat there all day, you can drive at night. You get a new load at night and boom, out of there. You don't have to be doing the old I need to go to bed thing. Sleep when you're dead, guys. You got you got a short life. You got to live life, meaning you got to work your ass off. That's how you live life, man. You gotta make the money for the grandbaby and the babies to survive when you croak. Houston says you need to get a Peterbilt. That's another one. But no matter what teaming, you'll never feel well rested. Well, here's the thing. I'll go 3, 4, 5 days of hour, 2 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 6 hours sleep. And then, like the other day, I went to bed when my shift was over and I slept until she slowed the truck down to tell me that we're going to change out. I slept through her 850p brakes. I slept through her 3 or 4 or 5 breaks to look at the stars, not the stars, to look at the flowers. And I slept through her 30-minute break. And her fueling. Fueling always falls on her. I don't know why. It's just funny as hell. The memory card has reached the end of its useful life and can no longer record videos. Insert a new memory card to begin to record. What the hell is that? I didn't know there was a useful life on a memory card. What in the frig is that? That sounds like built-in obsolescence to me. I'm going to have to try to format that card. Oh, wait a minute. What the hell? Okay. You know what I need to do? I need to put that dash cam back on the keyed USB so it's not recording while the truck's just sitting here. It doesn't get a good enough angle to see anybody smashing into you anyways. I don't know why. It used to be on the keyed, but I'm using it for the other dash cam that I was testing out, but I don't know. Yeah, hit that thumbs up, people. Hit that thumbs up. I'd appreciate it, man. Let's see. The Pete has a longer wheelbase and much better suspension, which also means, guys, that Peterbilt's going to have a much less turning radius. So think about that. Exactly. Alan wants to know, has Peterbilt fixed their electrical problems? Because, yes, Peterbilt was having a lot of electrical problems. And quite frankly, a PACCAR is like driving, a Peterbilt's like driving an International. Anything goes wrong with it and it gets towed to the dealership. Well, Houston, Jeremy has a Peterbilt. I talk to him about it all the time. Alan says Peterbilt is very smooth. Okay, Alan. Oh, shoot, Alan, you're a trainer, so you've slept in that Peterbilt while your students drive. Oh, no, you only do PSD, though. Or have you? Have you ever slept in it while it's driving down the road compared to now you're driving a Freightliner? Damn. It's worth it. That's the key reason we switched. And yes, we can both sleep downstairs in the Pete. Well, we both sleep downstairs too. We just got to be sleeping on an end. I sleep on my side, so that helps. I just hang my belly over the edge of the bed. No, I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's not like we can sit and drive down the damn road with a load. When I guess we could. We can. We were at the terminal together. We should have grabbed a damn loaded trailer and took it down the road when you got a load out of here. Going to Dodge, potholes in Indianapolis. Y'all be safe. All right, Nathan, be good, man. That's good sleep, man. Yeah, you missed everybody saying that the Peterbilt has got a better ride than the Freightliner. Yeah, that's what I thought, Alan. So you don't really know if sleeping, and Jeremy don't know if sleeping in that Pete's any better, but driver's lineup says it is. Well, you're sleeping, correct, lineup? 2020 Freight Shaker where the seat was not in line with the steering wheel. The seat was crooked. Well, my seat is lined up with the steering wheel. So there must have been something wrong with that truck. Must have been something wrong with that truck. I've never had the problem of a steering wheel issue. My seat's comfortable. My issue is they, being bouncing around in the bed when you're trying to sleep, and that this camera freaking mount is a piece of garbage. God, man. Where can you get a good camera mount from? I mean, I literally got to balance this thing. Otherwise, it's going to fall. Oh, you know what? Let me do this. Because I'm trying to. Let me lower my steering wheel. Put that up. That way I can bring the curtain behind and prop it against the curtain. There we go. Yeah, normally my curtains are closed, and that's normally what I did, would prop it against the curtain. I raise my seat. Okay. Damn, Missy! Melissa ain't even here to see that, and you're still gonna throw that at me? That's messed up. Messed up, Team Melissa. So I should be able to afford food and either a dash cam or a Gods. This week, not sure. Or a Gods. This week, not sure which I want. A dash cam or a Gods. You get a Gods? Oh, there she is. There's Melissa. Oh, you're going to go Team Melissa too? All right. We'll see. Where's Melissa? Melissa's a big baby. She's freaking laying in bed like going to sleep for 3 months. We just had that whole conversation about her being tired. I drove too much. I'm tired. Wait a minute. She only drove for 4 hours yesterday coming in here. There's a guy in a van down by the river that will sell you a great camera mount. Yeah, I don't think so. Oh, a GPS. Oh, man. That's right, Rick. Team whoever. You're unrested. What? Dang, Kiana, if you were nearby, I've got that old Rand McNally 70. What was it? Rand McNally 70 tablet that was having problems. And I sent it in. They supposedly fixed it. Well, no, they sent it back. Said, yeah, right now we don't have a fix for it. And they sent me back my 740 GPS and told me just keep that one. It's under my bunk. And somebody told me that they had a fix for it, and they just did an upgrade on it. I upgraded it, but I never tested it to see if it's working. It used to just have problems. Me and John were using it when we were training. It used to have problems with not staying on the interstate in a lot of places, but supposedly they fixed that. I know my 750 does that more than the 740 did, but if there's a way to get that to you, I'd be more than happy to dig it out from under my bunk. You need Starbucks triple shot? I'll tell you guys what, if there was a Starbucks in every truck stop, this girl would be stopping at every truck stop buying Starbucks. We'd be broke as hell right now. Rick says, can you buy a Kenworth or a Pete with the Cummins and bring it to Prime? Oh yeah, you can bring whatever you want to Prime as long as it is to their standards, meaning they do have some criteria. You got to have certain features on it and whatnot. So you just have to ask them, but they ain't gonna care if it's a Pete or with a Cummins or in it or not. Damn, there's Jeff. Right on, Team David. I like it. Yeah, I know you're not nearby. You only run northeast, unfortunately. Oh. We'll be stopping by home on the 15th. On the 15th, well, I can mail it to your house. Text me your address and I'll just send it to you. I'm gonna be mailing out some stuff Monday morning, and it's got everything. It's got the mount. It's got the charging cord. It's got everything you need. You're more than welcome to it. If it works, great. I'm sure it's going to work good enough because it worked good enough for me. But I was dealing with warranty with them. So, I mean, it should still work. It's worth a shot. Okay, let's see it. Jeff Beard says, hashtag David needs love too. Yeah, there you go. No problem, no problem. No problem. I got to see what's hiding under my bunk anyways. I haven't been under there in a while. These bunks that raise up are stupid. Every truck should have the 2 doors on it. When I order or get a new truck, it's definitely going to have the 2 doors because your bunk's useless underneath there. Because to lift your bed up, now all your bedding gets folded underneath it, or anything you have around your bed gets all jacked up. Oh, it pisses me off. That's why when my GPS broke, I actually went out and bought a new GPS instead of pulled that one out because we had a bunch of food at the foot of the bed, and it was like, oh, screw that. But now we've moved all that food, so I can actually get under with just moving the blankets and stuff. Yeah, no, we'll leave the self-love for after hours, man. Wait, did I just say that on a live? Just kidding, YouTube. Just for that, there's going to be a big demonetized thing on my thing. They're so touchy. You can't use your underbunk storage till I throw out the old crap that the last driver left. Yeah, that unless anything's any good, they might have left you some granola bars or something. Hell, I don't know. What do people keep under their bunk? I just keep my chains are under my bunk, and I think when I get a new truck, I think I'm gonna turn in my chains or put them in storage, and just get wheel socks because my truck is just too heavy. It's ridiculous. What my steers run. I can't use my underbunks. Oh, I already read that. There's a freaking another puppy. God, all these puppies. Man, I wish I had my puppies. I can see his reflection in the car. I don't actually see him, but I see his reflection in the car. There's a thing over here I can't see on the sidewalk. Somebody's got him. I can see the puppy in the reflection. There's the original mirrors to the truck that broke off and some oil, which the oil I'll keep. Other than that, why in the hell is he keeping the mirrors to the truck? Yeah, no, the socks suck. I would never, expect to use them, but I'm never going anywhere near the snow where I'm gonna need chains. If there's a chain law up, I ain't driving. I'm shutting it down because here's my thing: those chains might help you get up a hill, but what the hell are they doing for you getting down a hill? I mean, if you hit your brakes and it's in between chains, you're sliding. If it's on the chain, you might even slide. No, my steers are gonna slide. I'm going around the car. No, man. To me, driving where you need chains is just unsafe. I'm not doing it. If prime was mandatory, you gotta chain up and drive. No, I wouldn't work here. I'm not doing it. To me, it's not safe, and I'm not out here to go kill my family. I have a daughter and grandbaby that don't need to lose grandma and grandpa and mom and dad at the same time. So I ain't chaining up. The only reason why I'm going to carry the socks is two reasons. One, so I'm legal running in the states that start that chain law BS in September to May. Oh, it's a little basset hound looking puppy. But what was I saying? Oh, for those guys, and two, just in case I got myself into a situation and needed to get out of it. So that's the only reason. Which happened to me once. When I was company, I got myself into a situation But I just kept waiting for the plow to go by, and I just kept following the plows because it was a chain law in effect to get out. Just because, man, them chains are so damn heavy. Get them out from under the bunk. Got to lift the bunk, pull them up. Oh my God. I'd be too tired to put them on the truck once I got them out. Don't ask me why drivers would keep a broken mirror. Yeah, I don't know. That's just weird. Let's see. Western's policy is if you need chains, it's time to shut down. That's good. That's how all trucking companies should be. Missy says, Melissa, hope you can get the rest you need. Yes, that's why I'm out here in my truck, guys, is because I'm leaving her alone so she can get that rest. I've already been up. I've showered. I've had breakfast. I've had coffee, everything. Now, having said that, would I have slept more? Yes, but the bed gave me such a backache. I'm probably going to sleep in my truck tonight and let her just sleep in the hotel. The bed in the hotel gave me such a backache, I just woke up in so much pain I could barely walk. Okay, Missy, you too. You be good. Team Melissa. Let's see. Good to know. I'm at the campus. I'm waiting for PSD trainer. Okay, right on. Congratulations with the getting through orientation, getting ready for PSD. Have fun with PSD. Make sure your trainer trains you, and then he teaches you how to back. Make sure you keep studying that pre-trip. You better know it before you go in and get your CDL. Guys, I do not like to see people fail their CDL because they did not know the pre-trip. The pre-trip is not that, it looks very intimidating at first, but literally in the time you have, even if you don't know it, you can memorize it. But you should know it by the time you're ready to test. I knew mine before I even came to prom. I studied it, over and over and over again. Then when I was in PSD, driving down the road, I actually went through every section in my head. I can recite that pre-trip to you, every section from the seat, right here, without even looking at the stuff, because I practiced it so much in my head while I was driving down the road because, lack of better terms, we didn't pre-trip during my CSD. Honestly, Western isn't half bad. Okay. I'm going to disagree with you no, we'll just leave it at that. We'll leave your business. But I think they're good for what you need to do and what the people working there. Obviously, people working there have reasons to work in there, because I'll say this, their pay sucks ass, and they're just not even, that's not even, what they pay is not even, how do you want to put this, David? There's a word I'm looking for. Ethical. Now, is it ethical? There's a word I'm looking for, but no, they're what you need to get yourself back into trucking, to get a lot of people back into trucking or into trucking. That's fine. Do your time and get out. But yeah, their pay scale is ridiculous. But did you last DM as a reference? But did you DM as a reference? Huh? Wait, I don't understand what you're saying, Rick. But did you lost DM as a reference? Huh? Yes, I agree. It's not a long-term commitment, but it's a good idea for what I need. Exactly, Keanu. For what you need, for what the people that are working there need, because obviously they have to have a reason, because it's like CR England. CR England's not a company, unless you didn't do your research, it's not a company you would go to unless you have to go there. Because these companies that want to gouge you and pay you nothing, they'll take advantage of people who can't get into other places because they might have a mark on their driving record or something like that. What do you think about upgrading to team at 30,000 miles? From what I hear, most team trucks that start teaming right out of the get-go generally don't last more than a couple of weeks. What do you think about upgrading to a team? Well, if you're at Prime if you're at Prime, unless you're talking about after you go solo for 30,000 miles, the biggest thing with going team is you need to find somebody that you're gonna click with. I think me and Lucas, I think we would make a badass team and just freaking, run hard. He would be the solo driver and I'd be the night driver because, he's got that whole battery issue that discharges at night. But I know me and Jeremy, we would be a horrible team truck together. We couldn't do it. We just have different views on trucking, even though he's a very successful truck driver. We have way too many different ways of how we do things. He's a bad boy in trucking and I'm not. Big Tim's Trucking LLC says F teams, in my honest opinion. Yes, I mean, I agree in an extent. I think a lot of team trucks don't last because, you got two people together, you're going to start bickering. But then again, they're one's sleeping, one's driving. The biggest problem with teams, I think, is the whole sleep thing. They have a new program of teams at 30K or wait. Oh, that's right. That's right. Chucktown. What is that? Chucktown Rita? That's right. I forgot to mention that Prime started doing that. Well, no, they were going to do it. I was waiting to hear that they started it before I was going to mention it. But okay. Here's the thing. Here's my issue with that. Why would you want to do that? Are you going to make really more money running two greenhorns together out of the get-go? Is it a way to get off your trainer's truck if you're not liking that trainer? Yeah, but it's like, why not? Because you can stay on your you can stay on your trainer's truck and learn something if he's training you, but running a team truck, you can make some pretty damn good money. The way me and Melissa are doing it, I'm a lease driver, she's a company driver, so I no longer have to pay health insurance like I was paying. It's cheap through Prime. Prime's got a really good health insurance program there. We get dental, eye, health for a fraction of what I was paying for just health insurance. And it's the same health insurance plan because it's the plan I took over from company. I took it to lease Cobra and then went back to the deal. So we're getting the benefits there. And I'm running hard, so we're making really good money, guys. Really good money. We don't even need to... See, the plan when Melissa was going to start driving is like, well, hell, I'm making good money as a solo lease driver. Really, that's all we need to make. And so anything you do is gravy. If you run 2-3 hours a day or whatever, do these, it'd be gravy. But that's just not the way it is, man. I'm greedy. I mean, I guess call me greedy. I mean, if we're team truck, let's run this sucker hard. Let's get it going. And now, guys, when I say run it hard, I no longer run hard like I used to. I no longer run the give me a deadline and I'm going to get there within 15 minutes. When I say run hard, I need to have a big window to get there so I can, if I need to relax, I can relax. The problem is if I have an extra day on it, I just still run it hard as hell. But if I get a load that I'm only gonna have an extra couple hours, I cry the whole way there. The whole way there, I whine and cry about how hard it is, even though I don't run any less than I would with the big. I don't know, I'm weird. Okay, at 30K, they're gonna pay you $14.50 each a week. Is that gross or is that net? If you don't know, gross meaning that's what they're going to pay you, then you got to take health, taxes, and everything out of it. Or is that after your taxes and everything, that's what your paycheck's going to say, your statement's going to say, that's going into your bank? Because if that's going into your bank, that's good ass money. That's lease driver, solo lease driver money on, for just an average week. Okay, so that's gross. So, okay, so you'll still be bringing home $1,000 a week, which is what you would be bringing home, if you were a solo company driver. So, hey, why not? Why not? Big Tim says, do you get 65 or 70%? I don't know what you're talking about. If you're talking about what we get paid as a lease driver at Prime for our loads, we get 72%. If that's what you're talking about. I apologize if you're not. Big Tim says, I don't run hard, less miles, more money. I've been out for 2 weeks delivering in Jacksonville, Tennessee, then deadheading to the house, Dallas, for 3 or 4 days. Yeah, that's good. What do you mean verse 700? Oh, verse 700, staying on the truck. Yes, you're right. So you're right. That's why I say, yeah, I would get in there and do that. And you know, that's one of the things when you become lease, you want to try to run the slower miles for the most money. But I'll tell you this, that seemed to have dried up a little bit. That seemed to dry up a little bit as the economy and everything went goofy. The rates have gone down, so those shorter runs really aren't paying that great. But having said that, that's more for a team truck. I mean, a solo truck, because team trucks, they want to run coast to coast, okay? And the freight rates are so far down right now, the cents per mile isn't that great. But I'll tell you, the running a team truck, the money we're making per day can be outstanding. I'm not going to get into figures or anything because it's just different for everybody, and I don't want to sit and look like I'm trying to brag or anything. I'll brag by saying we're making pretty damn good money. You get 800 after 40K, right. See, I would think if you're a good, strong driver, you can negotiate with your trainer and say, hey, you want to keep me on this truck, you got to throw me a little extra dinero, my friend. But, you know, that would be illegal tax-wise to do that unless you actually wrote your check, or, you know, you get them receipt. You know, you want to get 1099 at the end of the year. So you don't want to be doing that. My eyeballs don't know how to go. You only have to do it for 120 days. Okay. Yeah, that's not a bad deal, I guess, as long as you can get somebody. You know, it would be nice to get somebody that you knew in orientation or something that you kind of clicked with, because just throw two randoms together is going to be a little tough. But then again, if you've got a personality that you can put up with crap, you're going to get along good with just about anybody. But I would kind of interview that person before you commit to getting on that truck. Say, hey, okay, we both smoke. How many packs do you smoke a day? 35 packs a day? All right, well, I smoke 3 cigarettes a day. I'm not going to match with you. You know, do you like to run around in your freaking dirty underwear while you're sitting in the truck? You know, things like that. You got to find these things out before you get on a truck with somebody. Yard dogs are crazy everywhere. Especially Walmart's. Walmart's about the only one where I make damn sure I got my vest on and a damn reflector flashing light at night with these yard dogs. Let's see, a couple long runs at start of the week. At start of the week, then just run 500 to 700 miles a day. Try to average 1,000 a day. Okay, yeah, it's solo. That's good. Solo's 1,000 a day. That's good. That's real good. The rates are up right now on the spot market. Well, that's good because the rates were dead on the spot market a while ago. I mean, I was kind of going, damn, these guys are pulling freight off the spot market for less than Prime's paying us. Hey, Akeem, I have a big problem with people throwing up numbers. Especially when I can shoot a hole in that number. You just said you grow 7,000 solo lease rate at Prime is amazing. Okay, now what you're failing to tell everybody is that was not for 1 week. That was for more than a week, because to gross that in just 1 week is far, and even if you did, that is not the normal. People tend to love to throw their biggest numbers up there. Like, okay, I'll do it. I grossed $10,000 last week, you know, as a team truck. All right, but you know what? The week before that, I only grossed 7,000. The week before that, you know, 5,600. You know, type crap. So I always have a problem with people just throw their biggest number up there. I don't have a problem with you. I'm just saying I'm going to shoot holes. Every time somebody throws a number like that, I'm going to shoot a hole in it. And I'll tell you, put it on the glass. Let's see it. Because I can almost guarantee it's going to have last week's, one of the load from last week in it. And I'm not trying to, disrespect you or nothing. I'm just saying. Yeah, Keanu, that is really freaking good that you went that many miles. I was really surprised you got that many miles with everything, all the problems you had. There you go, Big Tim, 2,500 after deductions. Hey, Big Tim, are you at Prime or are you somewhere else? Do you guys hear that? That's my automatic air freshener. And there's one in the back. I have one up front and one in the back. My highest take home was 7,200 after deductions. Okay, well, you're not a solo at Prime because there ain't no way you're going to bring that home as a solo operator at Prime. I don't even think you'd bring that home. Well, you know what? I shouldn't say that because if for some reason you got a really short run at the beginning of a week and then a really long, good paying run that you missed pay period on, or that you even forgot to put in pay period, and then you had a really good paying run after that, then yeah, I guess you can do that. But again, that's not 1 week. Okay, you're at a small carrier. You get 88%. Got own truck and trailer, I think you're saying. Yeah, that's pretty good. Now, I would think 1,000. See, 1,000 a day is is about 800 to 1,000 a day. I think is what Jeremy's making. And what does she want? She wants to unlock the door. Hold on, just calm down. I'm opening it.
Need to get some.
Okay.
I have my door open over there.
Okay. So yeah, that's good. Calm down. What the hell are you throwing stuff out the truck for? So that's, I mean, it's good money, but yeah, that's definitely good money. The one thing about leasing at Prime, other than being a solo, can a solo lease operator reasonable expect? Can a solo expect to net money? Kiana said, "Hey, hey, yeah, you can net money." I don't know what you're saying. Oh, can it expect to net 1,400 a week? Yeah, you can net more than that, but you're gonna net less than that too. In average, I think that would probably be a high average, maybe, for a solo lease operator. Jeremy, if you're still in here, I don't know if Jeremy's done an actual average though. All I can ever go off of is what they average, because I've never done it and I won't do it just because it wouldn't be fair, because I always have some kind of special needs in there that cause money to be more money than what you might normally make. But I think Crazy Bags did his first year solo lease at Prime. I think after the whole year, he took his whole paycheck and he averaged like 1,300 and change weekly. But that was only, I think, if I remember, memory serves me, it was for 42 weeks or something like that, because he took, after you take all your time off, he considered that average even for the days he was off. Yeah, Hog Rider's got one of those exceptional jobs. What's happening, Hog Rider? Where he takes home, $10K every week after taxes. he works for a small carrier. They literally, they go to those storage units, and they pick up furniture, and they only haul within 10-mile radius. And so he'll usually do 2 or 3 loads a week. He's home every night. He's off on the weekends. He's got that fabulous money job, right, Hog Rider? You're the man. Hog Rider is also our resident smartass when it comes to paycheck amounts. Because unfortunately, everybody wants to show how great they're doing and everything. I'm just a firm believer in, if you're going to throw a number out there, let's let it be a real number. Let's let it be an average of at least minimum 4 weeks. And let's do it after all expenses, taxes, and everything. Let's not kid people on the internet, because what happens, guys, even when I was researching trucking, oh my God, these guys are making $5,000 a week, as a lease operator. I'm in, and then the more research I did, I started finding out, well, there's a lot of BS on what's going on there. Let's see. I got a good week this week, getting 3 new Michelin drives, cost $2,000 tax write-off, so I'm not mad. 3? Why the hell are you only getting 3 tires? That just seems weird to me. Are they so mismatched that only 3 wore out, or are 3 bad? That would just freak me out to have new tires and old tires together. There you go, Hog Rider. You need to make you make what you need to make. You don't need to impress. Where did you end up falling, Hog Rider, or do you not want to say? I know we're in the midst of changing, doing some switcherooing over there. Three that are Michelin, dude. Yeah, but drives. Oh, well, drives. You got 8 drives, unless you got super singles. Maybe you got super singles. I mean, it's just freaking me out to be freaking. To do 3. See, I was always like that on my cars, on my work trucks at home too, with my appliance business. I like to do all 4 tires, man. But unfortunately, a few of my trucks, because they were so heavy in the back, they would wear down the back tires at a lot quicker rate than the front tires. So I also had to do a lot of rotating from back to front to keep the wear patterns good. But, as long as I got my rotations in, I used to do all 4 tires at once. All right, man, that's cool. That's cool. But it's good to hear you're hopefully happy where you're at now. I know a lot of people end up with jobs that they just aren't happy at, and that always bums me out to see people, because I've worked, I've had a job I wasn't happy before, and it just like, that sucks, man, to be working unhappy and so on and so forth. But you got to grin and bear it, get through it, and get to the, get to your prize at the end. That's where, guys, I'm like, that's one of the things I'm so grateful for, that I decided to go to Prime, because they really are a good company, and this ain't a commercial. I'm not trying to, get you to use me as a referral, Hagda, Haggda, or anything like that. But in all bullshit aside, they are. When I researched companies, Prime was one of them. I could have went other places. I decided to go with Prime. And trust me, you have your issues here where you're like, no, this is BS. I'm out. But then when you when you calm down, because never make a rash decision. When you calm down, you go, that's trucking. I got to get it right here. That's trucking. Oh, that'd be pretty cool. A semi with that's trucking on the body. So anyways, what the hell? Where was I at? Oh yeah. So they're a good company. You'll have your that's trucking moments make you go, oh, I got to get out of here. I got to go somewhere else. They're mean to me. And then when you calm down the next day, you think about it, it's like, wait, that wasn't that big of a deal. Crap happens. It's going to be like that 99% of the places. And let me tell you this, guys, no BS, all BS aside, my first year trucking, at the end of my year, I was thinking about going local and whatnot. And not only that, but I started getting all these things in my Facebook account. Come drive for us, 67 cents a mile, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, damn, I'm on that. Boom. Yeah, man, I want to drive for you. I'll have a year next month. Okay, good. That's all you require. Okay, and it's 67 cents a mile. Oh, it's not. Oh, that's for, oh, flatbed. Oh, and that's after you're here for 2 years. Oh, well, what is it? What is dry van or reefer or whatever they do? Oh, 38 cents a mile. Oh, okay. Oh, and you get about 1,800 miles away. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, thank you very much. You have a great day. Click. There was a lot of that nonsense. I probably didn't need to do the actual reenactment, but a lot of the switch and bait and switch. Sorry, bait and switch. Let's see here. 3 tires out of 8 are Michelins. Others are new Michelins. Got 280,000 miles out of them. Okay, but I hope the other ones are kind of new. I'm in Springfield now. We're getting ready for some home time. I got a lot of issues I've got going on with the truck right now, so it's got to go into the shop. It's got check engine lights flashing and extremely low on coolant signals coming up, and oil leaking. I'm burning a gallon of oil about every 15,000 miles, or leaking it, doing something with it. So the truck's got to go into the shop. We're going to take it to Detroit this time, because Freightliner, all the Freightliners around here has had their swing at it. Prime's had their swing at it a few times. So we're going to take it to Detroit, let them take a swing at it, see if we can't get it fixed. We're going to get the oil leaks done. We're going to get these light problems done. But the truck's running, but she's always just booked right along. So we'll get that stuff taken care of. And then I got to get I'm going to get a chassis lube today. And when they're all done with that, I'm going to have them take it over to the detail bay or wherever it is and have them do an actual steam clean of the engine, the chassis, front and rear. I think it's $100, and get it. Oh. I thought it was a puppy. It was somebody pulling a rolly suitcase. I thought I seen me a puppy. And get it all cleaned up so we can start fresh with her before winter time and get her all salty. Hog Rider says it pays great. Office staff is a-holes, but so am I, so it works out. Yeah, okay, that works. Too late, you done got it tattooed. Yeah. Melissa needs coffee, so do I, dear. I wish we had a rental, man. We could go to an actual coffee joint. I guess we can go to the terminal and get their coffee's not bad. But we got to go get our mail, so yeah, it's not a bad idea. Get the shop to order you a new one. Yeah, I wish it was that easy. They will. I can get a new truck at any time. The problem is, guys, I got about 10 grand equity built up into this truck so far as a lease completion bonus. So I would lose that money. And I'm not losing that money, man. It just don't make sense. I can ride it out another year, not even a year now, and I can order a new truck because it takes about 6 months to get a truck. And then at the end of that, what will I have? Like 20 grand saved up in there? And maybe I'll get 5, 6, 7, 10 grand. I think Jeremy got more than that, so I might even get more than that. Yeah, I have no idea, Big Tim. Hopefully Detroit will know. Starbucks. Oh, man. Wakey juice. I need to find a Starbucks today. I'm craving one. Okay, she needs a Starbucks, Mrs. Kiana and Melissa. A caramel frap. What the hell, Hog Rider? I did not picture you as a caramel frap kind of guy. Melissa, you keep your mouth shut too, woman. I know. I realize she's not here for me to give the evil eye. Keep your mouth shut. Um, Losing oil at how many miles on the truck? About 10 to 15,000 miles. I'll lose about a gallon. Ex-mother-in-law got me hooked on them. Okay. Now, yeah, Hog Rider, couple ways I can do it. I'm thinking maybe go to Pedigree, which sells used prime trucks. I don't know what kind of great deals there are. I was looking on their site, and a truck like this, a 2019 with about 250,000 miles on them, they want about 110K for. I don't know if that, I haven't researched, so I don't know if that's a good deal or not. But if you get into trucks with like 350, 400,000 miles, they run anywhere from about 50K to 65K. Or I can order a new truck lease purchase, what you put down about four, because I'm only one, first lease go around. They lower it each year. I can put down about 14K down, and then 3 years at the end of the, run it for 3 years, end of the lease. I think you give them $100 and you own the truck. That would be on a new truck the way I want to order it, not a truck that they just have a used company truck or whatnot. Or the problem I was thinking, well, let me just go to Quality Lease or Premier Lease or something and get a used truck. Well, how is it maintained? Where'd the truck come from? Who was driving it? See, at Prime, at least they've maintained the truck. I think their oil change intervals are a little bit long, but I'm told because we use synthetic oil that that's okay. But anyways, I would definitely, if I bought a brand new truck, I'd definitely be changing the oil a lot sooner than what they do on these trucks. But I'm scared to go buy a used truck outside unless I bought a $20,000-$30,000 truck. But then what are you going to get for that? And then going to a bank and buying a brand new truck. I kind of spec'd out these trucks at Freightliner for apples to apples, and it's like $150,000, $160,000 truck. And I think if you do a lease purchase at Prime, you end up spending about $180 or something like that. I'd have to actually do the numbers more than just in my head, but without doing too much research, this is what I've come up with. So at the dealer, you're gonna have to go through all the credit check, going with the bank, doing all that paperwork, yada yada yada, blah 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 bloom, taking time off to deal with all this. If you go with that lease purchase, and then you're gonna have your interest rate, which is gonna bring it up. So if you go with the lease purchase and it ends up being what I think it's gonna be, again, I gotta do more research. You don't have any credit check, you don't have any of this, you don't have any of that. Boom, shalom, and it's paid off in 3 years instead of going to a bank, and you'll probably go, oh, let me do 5 years, 6, 7, 10. Next thing you know, you got a truck out of warranty. You got to remember, we're teaming the truck, so it's going to get miles quickly. So I'd like to have it paid for before the warranty's out. That way, if something major goes on, you just throw the truck in the trash if you need to. No harm, no foul. So I don't know if any of that makes sense or not, but I'll do more research as the time gets closer. I hear lease purchase at Prime lets you have it governed at 70. Okay, that'd be cool. I don't know. I haven't looked into that. That's the other thing I was going to look into is if you do a lease purchase and it's paid for, because you got to remember, until that truck's paid for, Prime's got to look at it like they're going to end up with that truck back, because how many people walk away from leases? So they're not going to let you really do much to it, out from under their control. So I'm wondering if once that truck's paid for and it's in mine, I got the title for it. Do I get to have the governor removed? Do I get to have the idle disconnect? Or so a permanent, idle all the time? So on and so forth. Now, probably not the governor, because they don't want their trucks going 75 because of our recaps on the trailers. I think they're only rated at 75 mile an hour, if I remember right. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Mocha Frab. Okay, that ain't good. I got a 2016 Peterbilt 579. Well, Peterbilts are cheaper. You got to remember that. Oh, you're talking about oil. I thought you meant the price of the truck. I was going to say, what the hell? With 922,000 miles, what do you mean that ain't good? And it doesn't lose oil between changes. Yeah, no, I know that isn't good. I know there's something going on here. But depending on who you talk to, some guys say that's not bad, and then some guys are like, "What the hell?" Within the Freightliner service industry over here. Um, I asked one of the techs here at Prime about it, and he's like, "Oh, gallon? No, that ain't bad." He goes, 10,000 miles. He goes, "That ain't bad." He goes, and I'm thinking to myself, because he asked, "Well, how long is that?" I'm like, I don't know, about friggin' 15 days, 10, 15 days. He's like, "Oh, that is bad," because we're putting almost 1,000 miles a day on the truck. Um, but it's like, dude, I don't care if it was 10,000 miles and it took me 6 months to get there. That's freaking only 10,000 miles. I don't like the fact if you buy truck from Pedigree through Prime, you have to put super singles on it. No, that is a total false statement there, Hog Rider. You can go right on their website and it tells you the truck actually comes with duals. Super singles you have to pay, I think, extra for. And you do not have to run super singles if you don't want to. Now, would I run super singles? Yeah, I would. 2 reasons. 1, I'm used to them. 2, I can, when I'm at Prime, I assume they have duals there on a regular basis, but I'm just used to super singles, man. If you buy a used truck, make sure you have someone check under the dash, all the wire harness, air-to-air, turbo check the valve, suspension, etc. Okay. John's got to get some sleep. See y'all later. I know, David, I can sleep when I'm dead. That's right, John. Now, if I bought a truck from Pedigree, I'm sure the truck would be in really good shape because it was a Prime maintained truck. But yeah, definitely tear into it and, make sure everything was good, and maybe even take it to an independent shop and have it looked over. Or, you know what, you'd probably have to have somebody come in because they don't let you take the truck. I don't know about taking off the idle, man. I waste so much in film. No. I wouldn't do it to do it. I would do it for, if the APU broke. I'd still run the APU, but my APU, the fuel pump went out on it, and I hear they have new improved fuel pumps that they're putting in finally. But my APU broke. I was in California. It was like 1,000 degrees out, so the truck idled no problem, because this truck will idle over 80 degrees or under 30. So that was great, and I wouldn't want to idle the truck because the damn thing regen twice within a day and a half idling. And I know it's not good for all the filters, the DEF filters, DPF filters and everything. But I would want it to do that because I know the next day I ended up in Texas, and it was like 79 degrees, so the truck wouldn't idle, and it was like, oh, hell no, it's too hot. You got to get the little heat, and I ain't going to tell you the secret how to make the little sucker idle. Oh, you're just saying you can eat, and then 631 South Gladstone, is that Glenstone? Is that a Starbucks? Yeah, no, if you go right to the their web page, it tells you the trucks, how they come. And I see guys pulling Prime trailers with Pedigree trucks with duals on them. So unless they started a new thing, I don't know, but I don't know why you'd want to run duals anyways, man. After being used to super singles, I think they're good. Well, before anybody throws the comment in, I know if you get in blowout, you can drive yeah, that would be nice, but I ain't no sleep till Brooklyn. Okay, no sleep till Brooklyn. That Beastie Boys. I had my starter crap pint on my APU fixed. It runs like a champ. Okay, your starter crap pint on. Can he purchase a truck from another dealership instead of Prime? You absolutely can. You can bring your truck over here to Prime. You can lease on to Prime. You can. It's no problem. Starbucks. Kiana says duals are okay. So Melissa, let me ask you, why don't you come out when you're ready to start your day so we can get our day started? We got to go do laundry and go get our mail and everything. So I'd like to get started at some point, woman. Oh. Obviously you're up. Hopefully you just done showered and everything and you're about ready to go. But yeah, you know, it's like, I know when I came to Prime, I was all, you know, when I was looking into Prime, I was all butthurt. Oh my God, they don't run duals. That ain't a real truck, and so on and so forth. And oh, it doesn't have stacks. Oh, but you know, you get used to this stuff. Oh, she's in the hotel room. Well, let's go then, woman. Damn. But yeah, she's in the hotel. I think I'm going to sleep in the truck tonight. I don't think I can put up with another backache like I woke up this morning in that hotel bed. That thing was horrible. I hope the hotel we get up when we go visit my daughter, I hope that bed isn't going to kill me like that. Maybe I'll take my mattress with me. But anyways, guys, Melissa's ready, so I'm going to let you go. Hopefully she's on her way out. She ain't on her way out yet, the bum. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, I ain't never seen somebody that needs 25 hours sleep to catch up on their sleep. I ain't never seen somebody sleep so much in my life. Yeah, she snores that bad. Oh, man. But I'll talk to you guys later. Kiana, send me your address so I can get that GPS shot out to you. And you guys have a great day. Be safe, absolutely. And talk to you guys. Hit that like button on your way out, damn it.